Okay, so the Amazing Digital Circus episode 6 came out not too long ago, and I kinda just wanted to go over my thoughts on the episode. But first, this video will include spoilers for the episode, so if you haven't seen the episode yet and you are planning to watch it, please just go and check out that episode and then come back to this video. But yeah, let's just start covering the episode. So one thing that I thought was this episode's biggest strength was just the dynamic between the different characters, how they interact with each other, their relationships and stuff, like the different talks they have with each other. I just love that. Like, I love the characters in general in the show. I just think the characters are so amazing in this show, which makes sense since this is a character-centric show. But like, all the different dynamics and stuff were so good. Like, of course, let's start up with Gangle and Zubul. I love their dynamic. I just love that throughout the show, Gangle and Zubul have just been getting closer. And I love that. I feel like Gangle needs a friend, and Zubul seems like a great friend, honestly. I just love their dynamic, honestly. And especially since Zubul can actually stand up against Jax. Because like Gangle, she has never really been able to stand up for herself when it comes to Jax. But Zubul, they just stand up against Jax. Zubul just doesn't want to take any shit from Jax, honestly. And one part I really like was like when Kinger and Ragatha was like in the loser's corner, and Kinger tried to get Ragatha to like open up a little more and talk about stuff. And I just really enjoyed that. Like, even though Kinger is like, he's insane, like he's the most insane and sane person in the circus. And I just really like his talk. Like Kinger is a wise man. He knows how to consult people. Like, he did it back in episode 3 with Pomni, and now here. Like, Kinger is an absolute goat in this show, and probably my favorite character, honestly. And also, speaking of Kinger, how was he able to create that butterfly? Was that meant for like a joke, or is it to hint that maybe Kinger has more powers in this circus than we know of? Because like him creating that butterfly that can heal Ragatha, that was kind of strange. Because we've never seen any of the characters have been able to do something like that, if I'm remembering correctly. So it is interesting to see that Kinger has done that. I know that some people have begun speculating that maybe Kinger helped create the digital circus. I'm not 100% sure about that, but he is the oldest one there. So maybe he did, or maybe I'm just looking too much into that whole butterfly thing and maybe it was just meant to be a joke. I don't know, honestly. But the biggest highlight for me in this episode was the dynamic between Jax and Pomni and their little argument at the end. Or I should probably say more of a crash out. Because like, in this moment, I just want to say, fuck Jax. He was terrible in this moment. Like, I think with Jax, I think he just tries to push everyone away because he doesn't want to feel love from anyone. Because like, I have a bit of a theory. I think that frog dude that we see, I think that was probably Jax's friend at one point. And we know that they abstracted at one point. And I think Jax got really sad when they abstracted, and so Jax just pushes everyone away because he just doesn't want to feel that way just in case someone else abstracts. And I also think Jax might be a big reason in why that frog dude abstracted. Because when Pomni says like,
have you ever thought that this might be what causes people to abstract in the first place?
Jax seems genuinely irritated in that. Like, this feels like his mask comes off for a second, and that maybe that brought back some memories that maybe Jax is the reason that frog dude abstracted. And like most of the time, Jax puts up a mask just because he doesn't want to get too close to anyone. Like we see when Pomni hugged him, he just shoved Pomni away straight away. I think Jax realized that they had been getting too close at that point. Since he started to like reveal some stuff to Pomni and stuff, and he just felt that they were getting too close and he just started pushing her away. And also around the end of the episode, when Jax had like this panic attack, I honestly thought he was gonna abstract, to be honest. Like in this moment, I was so scared that he was gonna abstract. Cause yeah, I hate Jax, but at the same time, I also love him because I see that there's more to his character than just a douchebag. So I was so scared that he was gonna abstract, but thankfully, he didn't. And we got to see our GOAT disappearing guy again. And one thing I am curious about is that we have seen progressively throughout this show, it seems like Kane has just gotten more and more unstable, honestly. And yeah, I think like maybe in the last episode, he will probably abstract or like some sort of abstraction. Because I don't think Kane is going to be able to abstract like the others since he's an AI and not a human. But I think he's going to abstract in some sort of way. Because I feel like the show has been hinting at it a lot. Because it seems like he has just become more and more unstable. And also shout out to my goat Ming. Ming is an absolute goat. But yeah, those were my thoughts on the Amazing Digital Circus episode 6. Honestly, I think this is an amazing episode. Like, of course it's amazing. It's the Amazing Digital Circus. They just pull out banger after banger after banger. But this one might be my favorite. I'm not sure. I think it's between this and like episode 3 maybe. But still, I absolutely loved this episode. And I loved all of the characters. And I loved that we got to find out much more about Jax. Because Jax is, to me, probably one of the most intriguing characters in this show. But anyways, I want to hear from you guys. What did you think about this episode? Let me know in the comments below. But I'll see you guys next time. Bye!